much for that introduction. Very much appreciate it. I appreciate the invitation to be here. I appreciate very much the invitation to be here at the Metropolitan Republican Club, one of the few institutions that keeps the city from going completely, totally insane. So thank you for that. Specifically, I also want to say thank you to Ian Walsh-Riley and Gavin Wax, who were instrumental in inviting me here, and Gavin and Sebastian Balasoff were very helpful with the audiovisual. And also want to echo what Deb said about the folks who are keeping us safe here, and then specifically officers Ibrahim and Rios of the New York Police Department. So let's say thank you. Louder. Okay. Let's see. I'll speak right at it. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now we get feedback. So that's the trade-off. More volume, but then you get the feedback. So we'll get that. It's my magnetic personality.
A sound technician.
I'm happy for any technical advice here. How's that? Is that better? Oh, sir. There we go. Okay. I'll keep talking. If you can't hear me, just raise your hands and I'll raise my volume. Anyway, tonight's topic is the left has gone off the rails. And before I get to the serious aspects of this, I want to share with you a little something I saw in the New York Post over the summer, which I thought was very amusing, which was President Trump indicated that he wanted to come up with a new version of Air Force One that would be a patriotic makeover and look a little different than what it does now. And folks at the New York Post, a wonderful place which runs my pieces from time to time, came up with an artist's depiction of what this more patriotic Air Force One would look like. I thought I'd show that for you now. Our tax dollars in action. So as I said, tonight's talk is the left has gone off the rails. I gave a version of this speech about end of August or so. And at the time, this issue had kicked in a bit, but not quite as fully as it has now. At this point, when I give a speech along these lines, it's a little bit like giving a speech called The Sun Sets in the West. The left has gotten so crazy, so violent, so out of control. It probably is not big news for me to get up and give you this speech. But I'll give you a lot of specifics about how bad the situation is, why it's that way, and what we're going to do about it. You're going to see something here you don't see very often in conservative speeches, and that is a trigger warning. That's something the left won't do. This is a regular trigger warning. This presentation contains language and images that may discomfort, offend, or even shock some audience members. This evidence is included not to irritate, but to illuminate the matter at hand and give proof of its gravity. So there you go. You're all warned. As I say, the left has gone off the rails, kind of like this train here. These people have gone bonkers like I've not seen. I've been writing about politics. This is my 40th year in opinion journalism. Go back to 9th grade when I edited the town crier at Paul Revere University in Los Angeles. So I've been doing this for 40 years. And in 40 years, it is amazing to me to see how completely out of control and unhinged off the rails the left has become. The question is why? And the real reason I think is that they put all of their chips in on their wonderful, beloved candidate. And here she is, former Secretary of State, former First Lady, successful attorney in the private sector, Rose Law Firm, you know all about that. And it was her turn. It was her turn. The Duchess of Chappaqua had waited long enough for her turn to come. And so her people thought, well, you know, it's her turn, and they were with her. And besides, she was running against this guy, this crazy, loud, bombastic real estate guy with a reality talk show. And of course, talking about Donald J. Trump. And of course, there's no way that the Duchess of Chappaqua would lose to the real estate magnate. And of course, the polls all said, you know, she's going to win. get ready to move to the White House, et cetera, and they all expected that to happen. Well, then something happened on election night last year, 2:40 a.m., and that is the Fox News announced Donald Trump wins presidency. I think maybe the most exciting election night I've ever experienced, and you can see the response at Trump's hotel. It was in the New York Hilton, and people there were quite pleased as these young guys were. This one in particular, this picture, look at the guy in the middle. Now, over the Javits Center, the mood was a little bit different. The glass ceiling that the building was going to break was totally intact. Didn't break at all. And you can see the response. Total disbelief, complete shock, deep sadness. So sad. Well, even a year later, on the one-year anniversary of Donald J. Trump's victory, what did the left do? They decided to scream helplessly at the sky on the anniversary of the election. How productive, how useful. And here, I think this is the image that kind of sums it up. This is the example of how completely whacked these people are. So let's talk about how and in what manner these people have gone off the rails. How's the left gone off the rails? First, the left has slid way left. Secondly, the left vandalizes property. Third, the left assaults human beings. And fourth, and most frighteningly, the left fantasizes about assassination. Number one, the left has slid way left. Now, it used to be when you talk about the Democrats in the old days, you had people like JFK, LBJ, Walter Mondale, Hubert Humphrey. Now, these people spent more money than we'd like, they regulated more than we'd like, but they loved our country, there was no question about their patriotism, they rooted for America, and they thought that we were a special, exceptional place, and they were doing what they could in their own way to move us all along. And even if their ideas were bad, most people thought these guys, for the most part, had good intentions. Today is another story. People like Bernie Sanders, Nancy Pelosi, and New York's own Chuck Schumer. And these are relative moderates compared to a lot of the Democrats we have today. These people are wacky, and every day a little more insane. So, for example, you had Antifa, our good friends Antifa, chanting about immigration. Not let more immigrants in, or we want to be open-minded immigrants. Their chant was no borders, no wall, no USA at all. Erase the borders, get rid of the country. You've never heard anybody in the 60s group as a Democrat, even in the 70s or 80s, saying such a thing. This is Keith Ellison, who's running for Attorney General out in Wisconsin. This is the Deputy Chairman of the Democratic National Committee, wearing a t-shirt that says, Yo no creo en fronteras. And for those of you who don't speak Spanish, that means I do not believe in borders. Says the t-shirt on the chest of the Deputy Chairman of the Democratic National Committee. Not some wacky professor, but the number 2 guy at the DNC doesn't believe in borders. What happens if you don't have borders? You get people like this guy, Christian Rivera, who broke the United States, and he was deported, came back in, he disappeared for a while, and he popped up, and he unfortunately found this young lady named Molly Tibbetts, I believe in Iowa, if I remember correctly, over the summer, and he killed her, and she's now dead. This is what happens when you don't have control of borders. People like this die. And again, the left is now saying abolish ICE. Here again, no borders, no nations, no deportations. Get rid of the borders, no nations. It's all just one giant, beautiful white planet. And by the way, I don't say open borders. They want no borders. Open borders means at least the border's there, and maybe you can close it at some point. They want no borders, which is far worse. Here you've got abolish ICE. What's kind of interesting here is you've got, I guess it's like the federal eagle, if you will, with its feathers being plucked. And you'd think for people who believe in animal rights, they wouldn't be so busy. There we are. We are full speed ahead, abolish ICE, and there goes, we hope, next Tuesday night, DNC by 10. Then you've got people on the left who actually defend MS-13. This was somebody on Fox News, this was Vox and ProPublica, and they were afraid of MS-13 as a vicious, bloodthirsty, homicidal gang. And the comment was, this is sort of like a community service organization. Kind of like maybe the Boy Scouts are a little bit tougher. I mean, that's how out of control these people are. They actually apologize for MS-13, which doesn't like the old Cosa Nostra, just shoots you and let you fall on the ground. They take people, they chop them to pieces. They don't like bullets, they like knives that hurts even more when you die. But according to Vox and ProPublica, it's just kind of like the Rotary Club in this. Then we've got our old friends Nancy Pelosi and Ocasio-Cortez. Socialism surging. Again, not good enough just to be for big spending. These people want socialism. Recent survey asked the question, what do you think about socialism? Only 16% of Republicans said they favored socialism. I'm sure those 16% are. That's not a good sign. But 50%, more than half, almost 2/3 of Democrats have a comfortable view about socialism. Unbelievable. They're now pushing for Medicare for all. This is one of their big things. Medicare for all. Everybody gets Medicare. Well, what's the price on that and all the other wonderful programs they want? $32.6 trillion over a 10-year period for Medicare for all. To throw in the other stuff they want, everyone gets a guaranteed job. We're going to take student loans and just forgive them. The Ocasio-Cortez program is about $40 trillion. That means you take the current national debt and you double it. That's what they're talking about, literally doubling the current national debt. Unbelievable. Another part of this wackiness is what you see over and over. Two things. Obsession with impeachment. These people were talking about impeachment about a week or two after the inauguration took place. Some of them talked about it even before President Trump had been sworn in. To date, we have no evidence of Russian collusion. I've been people looking for this connection between the Kremlin and the DJT campaign, and nobody's been able to find it despite looking for over 2 years, and yet they still talk about impeachment. And of course, you see the square mustache, the notion that, of course, Donald J. Trump is the same as Adolf Hitler. And you see this over and over and over again, including this one here says, if Trump isn't Hitler, then I'm a moron. Total lack of self-awareness. Here you have none other than Mike Murphy joking on MSNBC, or less jokes about using a time machine. He used the time machine to stop Trump, not Hitler. An extraordinary comment. Washington Post, again, this isn't just coming out of some wacky little newsletters. This is the Washington Post, this headline. It's not wrong to compare Trump's America to the Holocaust. Here's why. The America in which we sit in today is like the Holocaust, according to the Washington Post. Unbelievable. And then you have no less than Michael Hayden, the former director of Central Intelligence. When this whole situation of the separation of families at the border took place, he put this out on Twitter. Other governments have separated mothers and children. These are the gates of Auschwitz. Comparisons being made between our immigration policy, whether you like it or not, and the final solution, the extermination of the Jews by the Nazi Party. Unbelievable. And now we're told after this horrible barbaric attack on that synagogue in Pittsburgh, the single most brutal and murderous attack on Jews in the country's history, awful as that is, that this is the fault of Donald Trump. Trump inspired, Trump motivated this, even though the gunman, Bowers, says he never voted for Trump, never wore a MAGA hat, and is not Trump's supporter, yet somehow Trump influenced this guy who's rejected Trump. Makes no sense. And of course, Trump is a big anti-Semite, as we know, as proved by his presence at the Western Wall in Jerusalem, where he moved our embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem while he's wearing a yarmulke, which I'm sure he does with his Jewish daughter and Jewish son-in-law and Jewish grandchildren. This is the man who also signed the Taylor Force Act, which basically says the Palestinians don't get any more money from us if they keep giving prizes and checks and so on to And that bill, by the way, I believe was introduced by none other than Congressman Lee Zeldin of New York, wonderful congressman. The left vandalizes property. Here's an amazing example of this. Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos's $40 million yacht was set adrift on Lake Huron, and it just went floating out into the lake. And someone untied Betsy DeVos's yacht in Ohio, damage ensued. So she's a victim of this left-wing violence. Up in New Hampshire, if you're in the New Hampshire primary, everyone who participates gets this little, the winners get little plaques. Well, somebody found Donald Trump's plaque up in New Hampshire and demolished it. Of course, he also had a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's how he's done this before. Here's after it. These people went after this with an axe. And then we've had, I believe the number is 10 different Republican Party offices around the country get attacked by the left. This is in New Hampshire, this is in Nebraska. Republican headquarters, somebody threw a rock at the window. This is somewhere in the Midwest, in the whole Kavanaugh situation. It's a break all over the party headquarters there. This was about 3 days ago in Volusia County, Florida. No one was hurt, thankfully, but 4 bullets went through the windows. A few minutes after the volunteers went home for the night, people that could have been killed. And we don't have to look all the way to Florida. We need to look right into the building which we sit today. Panels smashed windows to face doors in Metropolitan Club in Manhattan. This happened here about 2 weeks ago. This is the very building where we see today. And in fact, this is some security footage of these Antifa scum throwing rocks at this building. These are the really tolerant, open-minded, caring people trying to demolish this building. Well, it's not just property, unfortunately. left assaults human beings. There are love trumps hate, says this person holding the sign. He's not my president, by God, as the flag burns. We all remember Maxine Waters' comment a few months back. If you see anybody from Trump's cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, a gasoline station, you create a crowd and push back and tell them they're not welcome anywhere, said Maxine Waters. Very senior member of the Congress in the House. Well, people took her to heart, and so during the Kavanaugh situation, here we have Ted Cruz out there with his wife being hounded out of the restaurant by somebody screaming in his face. What you see here really is verbal assault. I don't know if you call that violence. This is not having a reasoned discussion. Senator, please vote against Brett Kavanaugh. Here are 3 reasons why. If somebody does that, then that person's practicing his First Amendment rights. If somebody says, evil fascist, you can't have dinner, get the hell out of here, I think that's verbal assault, which is what you see here. Then you have this woman, as you may recall, screaming and yelling at Senator Flake of Arizona, confronting him in an elevator, saying, look at me, etc. And he went in, as you know, said that he'd only vote yes on Kavanaugh if they had that 1 week FBI investigation. I think in hindsight it worked out to our benefit, but at the time it sure And if you want to see this one's impact on Chuck Flake, just look at how he looked in the video. So then we've got not just verbal assault, we have physical assault. So here we've got Antifa folks, tolerance, peace, love Trump's hate, and they're beating this person pretty much to death, make America great again, is what the person's shirt says. This woman is in, let's see, she was in Tennessee, May of 17, this woman named Wendy Wright was in her car, and she tried to run Representative David Kustoff, Republican of Tennessee, off the road because she did not like his vote on repealing and replacing Obamacare. She eventually confronted him, tried to knock on his windows, bang his windows and all that stuff, and tried to lunge into his automobile to grab him. This is somebody who's at a Trump rally in, I believe, San Jose. She's covered in eggs that have been thrown at her by protesters. This is somebody else who was at, again, in San Jose, I think it's all the same event. The protesters came and attacked this guy. He's got a bottle of cold water trying to make his pain go away. This guy in a greenish shirt was assaulted by protesters, and you can't really see at a distance what's happening, but up close, you can see this guy's got blood running down his face and his neck. And so does this other person wearing a Trump shirt. And so does this other guy walking around in a Trump shirt. So this isn't cute. This isn't just people calling us names or doing like that or waving little fingers. These are people who are actually drawing blood. People on our side are bleeding because of what these people are doing. That's how nasty, disgusting it's become. And yet they say we're violent, they say we're the problem, they say it's our fault, and yet it's our people who are bleeding and not theirs. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that fascinating? And probably worst of all, the left fantasizes about assassination. Something I never thought I'd see. Up until a couple years ago, if you said anything about I want to kill the president of the States, or ha ha ha, what if we shot the president? You know, people call the police, you'd be in big trouble. Well, that's gone. We're well past that. This is all very kind of cute and hilarious and a big piece of comedy at this point. This was put up by Occupy Wall Street. I happen to go with Occupy Wall Street. It's a pretty big, sort of well-established organization. And they put out this little thing on Twitter. What to do if you encounter an ICE agent. On the side number 4, it says, grab the ICE agent from behind and push your knife into his chest with an upward thrust, breaking through his sternum. Number 5, reach into his chest and pull out his heart. Is still being harmed. Number 6, hold his bloody heart out for all other agents to see and tell them that the same fate awaits them if they F with your child again. Okay? Again, this is Occupy Wall Street. Pretty big organization, probably big funding. I wouldn't be surprised if George Soros sends them money.
For sure.
And this person wrote on Twitter, I broke but will scrounge and literally give $500 to anyone who kills an ICE agent. Seriously, who else can pledge? Get in on this, let's make this work. Again, solicitation of assassination. Peter Henry Fonda, again, what's interesting about this is not just wacky people, these are people like Peter Fonda, Academy Award nominated actor, big name in Hollywood. We should rip Barron Trump from his mother's arms and put him in a cage of pedophiles and see if mother will stand up against the giant asshole she's married to. 90 million people in the streets on the same weekend in the country. Okay, this is some zany guy. This is a guy who actually has an Academy Award nomination. Here's a guy who actually has 1 or 2 Academy Awards, Robert De Niro. And we have another actor who with an Academy Award nomination, maybe an Academy Award, I don't quite remember. This is Johnny Depp. When was the last time an actor assassinated the president? How about that? Then this woman, I believe, is, I don't know her very well, but I believe she's a Broadway actress, Carol Cook. Where's John Wilkes Booth when you need him? Wow. Snoop Doggy Dogg is one of the biggest rappers. Well, he came up with this little video of a clown dressed up as Donald Trump and he pulls a gun and shoots him. Out pops a little flag that says bang, so it's not an actual gun. But again, you can see what this is. Yeah, oh, it's pretty cool to take a gun and shoot it at the president's face. Just to drive the point home a little harder, is the next album is called Make America Crip Again. And here you can see the toes there of somebody's, I guess, lying a little dead, and a little tag says Trump. The New Yorker is a pretty venerable literary institution this country has been for decades. Here's the New Yorker, cover of the New Yorker, with Donald Trump supposedly going down an escalator. And what's very clever about this is they've taken his red tie that he wears very often at rallies. The red tie's out front of him, it kind of looks like blood flowing out of his head after he's on the ground.
Right.
And of course they can say, oh, it's not blood, it's his tie. You can see the message. Then you have the public theater down where I live, down in this village. These are people who are responsible for nothing else than the chorus line. All right, so this is what they did a couple summers ago, last summer. Julius Caesar. Shakespeare in the Park. Julius Caesar, of course, dressed up like Donald J. Trump, and then he gets stabbed to death. And again, this isn't some wacky, crazy, zany little dinner theater. This is the public theater at Shakespeare in the Park. It doesn't get any more establishment in the world of American arts than this. This is what these people are presenting in Central Park. George Lopez had a big TV show on ABC. Here's George Lopez making America great again. President Trump's decapitated head. This is a professor of art in Alaska. This is, I think, Ryan Reynolds, not wrong, with Hillary Clinton clutching onto his legs. He's holding a decapitated head of Donald Trump. The buffalo, this is the vice on there, it says "Make America White Again." So again, it's more decapitation sheet. Kathy Griffin, actress who was on Seinfeld, she used to do the midnight ball drop on CNN. Here she is, this unbelievably graphic and disgusting image of decapitated head of the President of the United States. This is a gallery in Portland, Oregon. They have a whole exhibit of portraits and artwork related to killing the president. The whole gallery has this stuff. This is a picture of President Trump with an Aztec or Mayan spear going through his mouth. And this is painted on the wall of a charter school. Shula Vista, California. This is a charter school. We like charter schools. This is what happens in this charter school. Okay? Now this is, again, another young Antifa guy. I guess one of the glad his mask on. And they asked him what he would do if President Trump showed up at a march they did a few months back. He said, quote, "I would murder him for the people." Well, some people, unfortunately, hear this kind of thing and they take that sort of thing to heart, as is James Hutchinson, who was a volunteer for Bernie Sanders, no less. Here he was saying, tax the rich, like Congress did for 7 years, and so on. As we all know, he got a gun and went to a baseball field in Virginia and opened fire on the Republican baseball team, shooting and almost killing Congressman Steve Scalise, Republican from Louisiana, and shot with, I think, 2 or 3. Steve Scalise almost was killed there. Fortunately, he survived. He was taken away on a gurney, and he's now alive. But he walks around with a couple of crutches, so he's probably injured for life thanks to that. Now, what the left likes to say is, well, you know, we're just responding. You guys started it. It's all started by the right. It's just our response. It's very interesting. I ran into this just yesterday. This is an article from USA Today. This is dated, I believe, it's November 3rd, November 11th. So this is about 4 days after the election last year. It says anti-Trump protests, some violent, erupt for third night nationwide. So as soon as the votes have been counted, even before they didn't finish counting, these people were engaged in violence, they were breaking property, attacking people, and the attacks and the rage. Now, on this issue, there may be people who have a difference of opinion, but I think we all agree with what Bill Clinton used to say back in the 1990s. Abortion should not only be safe and legal, it should be rare. I think everyone thinks it should be rare, it should be legal, whether you think about it illegal or not, I think we all agree on rare being safe and nothing else. Well, this is what the Democrats used to say back in the 90s. Here's what they're saying now. Abortion should not be a luxury, it should be on the dollar menu at McDonald's. This is Michelle Wolf, who had a Netflix program, which subsequently has been canceled. Here it is, drive-through McDonald's burger, cheeseburger, abortion. Another thing on the menu. She actually had on her show a salute to abortion with trumpets and people with parade gear and all that. And here she is with the salute to abortion. God bless America and God bless abortion. Okay? It gets even more astonishing. Narrow had this promotion where a local ice cream vendor had something called Rocky Road versus Wade ice cream. Rocky Road v. Wade. And if you donate it to Deroy, you get some kind of coupon. You get free ice cream from the local ice cream vendor. Rocky Road v. Wade. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that remarkable? Which reminds me of this wonderful comment from Maxine Waters. I have to march because my mother could not have an abortion. People ask me, sometimes ask me if I ever write fiction. I don't need to write fiction. There's no need to get into that. So as V.I. Lenin once asked, what is to be done? On Tuesday, we all have a very big decision to make, and we're going to approach that famous fork in the road, as Yogi Berra said, reach the fork in the road and take it. We will do that next Tuesday, but we have a big choice before us. One is the donkey option, which I think leads to chaos, mayhem, destruction, poverty. And I think what we ought to do is reject that choice and follow this choice, which is the big elephant standing on the top. All of us in this room and all of our friends and all of your contacts throughout the city, throughout the state, and across the country, organize ourselves, get ourselves energized and focused, and unleash the elephant stampede. And once the mighty elephants are on the run, I think the right thing will happen, which is that we keep the Senate and we keep the House. We win races at the state level, we win races at the city level, and I think what we need to do, and the only way that the Democrats get over this awful situation, this mental illness that they're displaying, if they win, it continues, because the message will be the Antifa violence and the resistance and the chaos work, so keep it up. If we win, if we keep the Senate and keep the amount of seats we have and pick up one, and then keep the House by a couple of seats, then what they'll say is, voter suppression, it's Russia, it's the Kremlin, you guys stole it from us, and we go through that entire narrative all over again. The only way the Democrats can get over this is if they're annihilated on Tuesday. What we need to do is not just hang on to the Senate, we need to pick up 5 or 6 seats. What we need to do is not just hang on to the House, we need to pick up a dozen or 15 seats. And if that happens, then maybe these people will sit down on some hard chairs. You know what? We tried the chaos, we tried the mayhem, that didn't work. We need to come up with a positive, constructive, realistic program to improve the lives of the American people. Wow. I'm happy to have that debate with them. I think we can win that debate, but I'd like to go back to debate rather than just chaos, which is what we have in the House. I wrote a piece about this. My headline was, Save the Democrats, Crush the People. So really the choice is in your hands. I urge all of you to knock on doors, make phone calls, call radio stations, write op-ed pieces, go on TV, call your relatives, whatever you like to do, work on social media. And the big choice will be on Tuesday. We'll move to see what all of us and all of our work will accomplish. I hope what it is not having these people, but instead